Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Whisper with Vanji. There are journeys in life that we never planned, paths we never imagined walking. Yet somehow, we find ourselves there, one step at a time. In 2022, my life changed in a way I could never have prepared for. I lost my husband, and in that moment, everything became different. The silence in our home grew deeper. The responsibilities became heavier, and the future I once envisioned suddenly felt uncertain. But in the midst of that loss, there was one truth that remained. I was a mother, and my son Daniel was looking to me not just for answers, but for strength. The days that followed were not easy. Grief would come quietly, sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes in the stillness of ordinary moments. But life did not pause. There were responsibilities to carry, decisions to make, and a child to guide. Daniel was also facing his own challenges. His education became a struggle, especially during the time of modular learning. Lessons were no longer taught inside a classroom, but brought home. And suddenly, I was not just a mother. I became a teacher too. There were moments of confusion, of frustration, of wondering if I was doing enough. Balancing work and guiding him through his studies was not easy. There were days when exhaustion would quietly settle in, and I would ask myself, can I really do this? Then came another turning point. The office where I worked transferred to another city. And so began a new rhythm of life. Traveling back and forth, juggling responsibilities, holding on to every moment I could spend with my son. It was not perfect. There were sacrifices. There were missed moments. There were times when distance felt heavy. But through it all, we continued. Slowly, something began to change. Not outside, but within us. We grew stronger. Not the kind of strength that is loud, but the quiet kind. The kind that wakes up each day and keeps going. The kind that chooses love, even in the presence of pain. Daniel learned to persevere. I learned to trust myself more. And together, we found a rhythm that worked for us. We did not have all the answers. We did not have everything figured out. But we had something deeper. We had each other. And now, as I stand here, looking back on everything we have been through, I realize something. We made it. Not because the journey was easy, but because we chose to continue. Not because we were always strong, but because we did not give up. There is a strength within us that we often do not recognize until life asks us to find it. And in that process, we discover something beautiful. That even in loss, there can be love. Even in struggle, there can be growth. Even in uncertainty, there can be a path forward. This is not just my story. This is the story of every mother who carried more than she thought she could and still found a way to rise. And as I prepare to witness my son take another step forward in his journey, my heart whispers gently, "We made it. And we will continue, one step, one prayer, one day at a time." Thank you, beautiful souls, for sharing this sacred space with me. This is Vanji of Soul Whisper with Vanji.